What's up guys, welcome back to another video of German Dream, and if you're a new visitor, please consider subscribing my channel. And today we're going to talk about a very specific topic, and I think it's a very underestimated document in your admission procedure. I mean, a lot of the students think of it like just a side document. I mean, they think that it's not really that important, but it is the most essential document and it values the most while the selection committee is going to evaluate your profile for admission. Because I've seen many of the times that students who have this excellent academic profile and still they don't get admission into that university because they didn't put much efforts writing a letter of motivation or statement of purpose. So today we're going to talk about this whole topic, the letter of motivation or the statement of purpose. I mean, what you should be writing in these topics, and what you should be writing in the letter of motivations, and also how you should be writing it, the proper formats and everything. And by the end of the video, I'll show you some websites here on the screen so that you can access some free templates through which you can understand the format in a proper way, which would help you to write a letter of motivation in a proper manner. So without wasting any further seconds, let's just roll this video. Guys, starting this topic, first we have to know why this document is so important. So the main thing is that it is the most personal document which you can send to the university. All the other documents are very professional, like your cover letter, your academic transcripts and everything, but this is the document in which you have to express yourself to the selection committee, that why you are suitable for this particular course, for this particular subject in that particular university. I mean, you have to write in such a way that you have to convince the person evaluating your profile that you are the best suitable candidate for this particular course comparing to all the other applicants. So you should be putting a lot of emphasis on writing a proper letter of motivation. But since I said it's a personal, it doesn't mean that you have to write emotional, sentimental openings and writing about how you have been struggling in your life and how you want to study there. This is not the thing which I mean. I mean, you have to show your dedication towards the course, your dedication towards the university, why you appreciate to study in that particular university, why you appreciate the subject which you want to study. I mean, so you have to put it in a way like this. So this is exactly what I want to say. So if we talk about the weightage, I think it's the most weightage. This document has the second highest weightage in your whole profile evaluation, definitely after your academic grades. I mean, even sometimes if you do not have really extreme academic grades but you have a decent letter of motivation, you definitely stand a chance to get an admission. Because I've seen many of the students with excellent profiles, I mean having a really good grades, still didn't get the admission. But a student with average grades still got admission into that same university because he put a really good emphasis on the letter of motivation. I mean, he was really able to express himself to the selection committee that why he is a good choice for the selection committee and he could be a good choice for the university to be selected. So you just have to make sure that you put a really good emphasis on the letter of motivation. So how you should be writing it? Okay, so I mean, it's like a letter or a statement in which you express yourself, as it clearly says, the statement of purpose or letter of motivation. So what it means that in this document, first of all, you need to make sure that you do not repeat any of the things which you have already covered in your cover letter or your resume or any other thing. Because try to put yourself into that place where you are evaluating the people's profile. You would not like to read the things which you already know about the person. So you need to explain the things which you have not mentioned, which are not mentioned in any other documents. I mean, like, you should not mention your academic grades because the transcripts are there for that. You should not be mentioning your work experience and everything because a cover letter or your CV is there for that. So then what you should be mentioning in that, I'm going to tell you now. So what you should mention in that is, what is your motivation to study in that particular course? Why do you want to study in that particular university? Why do you want to study in that particular course? So here are some tips what you can use in these things. So you can always say that you are very much influenced by the research practices followed by the university, or you can say that you are very much influenced by the work of a particular professor. So you need to do some research about the university, about the professors in that university. I mean, what field of work is going on in that university related to your field of study. So you need to do a little bit of research. I mean, what's the latest research going on in that university and how you can use that into your favor. You can always say that I always wanted to work with the professor in the university. You can even mention the name of the professor. It will definitely put an influence on the selection committee because they would think that the person is really dedicated towards getting an admission here, and he did all of the research, he knows about the staff, he knows about the research going on, he knows about the subject. So this will definitely impact a lot your admission chances, and definitely it will improve a lot for your admission chances. So this is the one thing. And other thing is that you can mention some things which you want to state. I mean, like, if you're someone who has got some backlogs in their academic profile, so you can definitely mention the reason behind the backlogs. You can definitely say that I mean, if you have a fewer backlogs, like 2 or 3 backlogs, you can definitely say that I wasn't doing well, or it was something I mean, you can blame it on anything, because for 2 or 3 backlogs it can be adjustable. But for people who are having backlogs like 7 or 8 backlogs, it's not a point for them. But if you're someone who has like 2 or 3 backlogs, you can definitely explain to them that why did you have those backlogs. Like you can say that I met with an accident, I couldn't give the exam, or I couldn't prepare as I was not going through a very good phase. So these are the things which you can explain. I mean, you can explain yourself, which you could not do through the transcripts or the cover letters. And also there's one more thing which I'm forgetting right now. What is that? Yeah, you can always state that why that universe I mean that you need to make sure that the university feels that the letter of motivation which you are sending them is only meant for that particular university. I hope you are trying to understand. I mean, like, if you are applying for a multiple universities, you should not be sending the same letter of motivation to all the universities. I mean, this definitely the selection committee would get the hint or the clue that this is a batch. This is a letter of motivation which has been sent to a batch of universities, because they have been evaluating the profiles from since a long time. They understand each and everything. So definitely you should make sure that you should make some changes according to the university and according to the locality of the university, according to the city and everything. So you should try to put some emphasis and do some hard work, because this is the only document which is in your own hands after everything. I mean, like, you cannot change your grades after completing your graduation. You cannot change your CV. I mean, you can change your CV, you can update it by working in some companies and gaining some experience, but it takes a lot of time. But only this particular document you can format it in a very good way, so that you have a very improved chances of getting admission into university. So this was all I was trying to make you understand. So here are some websites through which you can access some templates, or you can see some example letter of motivation or statement of purposes, through which you can understand that what points you should be using for making a letter of motivation for yourself. And always try to make sure that your letter of motivation is not more than 2 pages, because the selection committee or the profile evaluators, they do not have time to evaluate too many long pages for so many students, because thousands of students apply for the universities, and they definitely do not have time to read each and every word. So you need to be compact and effectful or impactful in that particular space. So you should make sure you use proper words, proper grammatical tenses and everything. You should not be making any spelling errors, because this definitely affects it. It shows how you were serious about this particular document. It shows your seriousness. You should make sure that it is free of spelling errors, grammatical errors and everything, and you're good to go for your letter of motivation. So guys, this was all from my side. I hope you like this video, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share this video to your friends, and subscribe to the channel, press the bell icon, and I hope to see you next time on the other side of the screen.